Check this question. This question is from probability. See, in this question, it said that a bag contains R red counters and G green counters. And it said that there are, let me mark it as small r and small g, R red counters and G green counters. And a counter is taken at random from the bag. The probability that the counter is green, the probability of, let me mark it as P of G. I am marking it so because I'm taking it as the probability value. So I wrote it as P of G, means probability of getting a green counter. It's given as 3/7. What does this mean? This means that the probability of getting a green from the bag is 3/7. If there are 3 counters in it, out of which 3 are green. How we write the probability? The probability is equal to favorable cases by total number of cases. So if so, can you tell me what is the probability of getting a red? The bag contains only red and green counters. Probability of getting a green is given to be 3/7. So what is the probability of getting a red one? If the probability of getting a green is 3, the rest in that bag is red. So there is a total of 7. There is a total of 7 counters in the bag, out of which the favorable cases of getting a green is 3. Means that the rest of the 4 are red ones. So the probability of getting a red is 4/7. There are only red and green, and probability of getting a green is 3/7. So what remains are all red. So the probability is 4/7. Now it said there are 2 more. The counter taken was put back, so the total number doesn't change. Okay. And then 2 more red counter and 3 more green counters are put in the bag. So the number now changed. Let me mark it as capital R and capital G. Let capital R be the total number of red counters now, and capital G be the total number of green counters now. So actually what this R is, the old number plus 2 more was added, red one, and G is 3 more was added. So this capital G is equal to actually 2, the original plus 3, and capital R is the original number of red counters plus 2. And the next thing what said that the probability that the counter is green after this, the probability that the counter is green is equal to 6/13. So this is the new probability. Still, the bag contains only the red and green counters. So the probability of getting a red counter from the bag now is the rest one, 13 minus 6, which is equal to 7/13. So the probability of getting, a green counter is 6/13 and a red counter is 7/13. Okay. So as I said, this probability means the favorable cases by total number of cases. But this fraction will be expressed in the base form or the simplest form. So there may be a common factor in this. So I can take the number of red counters is equal to the favorable cases was 3. So I can take it as 3x because the probability is expressed the fraction in the simplest form. So the common factors may be cut off. And the favorable cases is 3. So the total number of R can be 3x. and the number of green counters. Similarly, I can write it as here the favorable, sorry, green counters is 3. Yeah. And the red counter is 4 over 7. Okay. And here it is given the favorable case is 4 over 7. There too, since the probability is expressed in the simplest form, there can be a common factor. So there too, I'm writing the number of red counters is equal to 4x. So in the beginning, the number of green counters, I take it as 3x, and the number of red counters, I take it as 4x. If so, later it said that 2 was added to red. So the new number will be 3x plus 2. This is what I said. Now the number is the original number plus 2. The original number I have taken it as 3x. Why I have taken it 3x? Because I said there may be a common factor. That common factor I have multiplied. And the number of green will be then, sorry, the green is 3x plus 3. Yeah, green is 3x. And the red is 4x plus 2. So these are the number now after adding 2 red and 3 green ones. Now the ratio, one ratio is given. I mean, the probability is given to be green then is 6 over 13. And the red then is 7 over 13. So I can write this as 3x plus 3. I'm putting the ratio plus 2x is equal to 3x plus 3. The green is then 6 to 7. This is from here I got it. The number of green ones is 6 and the red ones is 7. So I'm equating these two ratios. So when I equate these two ratios, I can either, there are two methods to do it. I can write it as fraction like this. Over 4x plus 2 is equal to 6 over 7. Since two fractions are equated, I can apply the cross multiplication as we did earlier. So cross multiplying, we get 7 times 3x plus 3 is equal to 6 times 4x plus 2. So here we can get it as 21x plus 21 is equal to 24x plus 12. So 24 minus 21, which is equal to 3x. And here is equal to, I'm taking this 21 to the other side. So 24x minus 21x is 3x. I'm taking this 12 to this side. So 21 minus 12, which is equal to 9. Therefore, x is equal to 9 over 3 is equal to 3. This is one method. I have made this ratio to fraction and cross multiplied and got x is equal to 3. Okay, similarly, there is still another method. See, here I am equating two ratios. I have equated 3x plus 3 is to 4x plus 2 is equal to 6 to 7. So these two ratios are equated means that these are in proportion. If these are in proportion, I can directly write that the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. That is also a property of proportion. What does this mean? The product of the means means this inner proportion is equal to the product of the extremes, the extreme proportion. So I can again write this as 7 times 3x plus 3 is equal to 6 times 4x plus 2. The same thing we got. So either we can use this theorem, proportion theorem, or you can make it into fraction and then cross multiply. You'll get the answer. from which you can get x is equal to, simplifying the same method of simplification, you get x is equal to 3. So now when x is equal to 3, what we are asked to find? We are asked to find the number of red counters and the number of green counters originally in the bag, means before adding the 2 and 3 numbers. So originally we have taken the number of green counters as 3x and we got the value of x. So the number of green counters is equal to 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. And the number of red counters, which is 4x. 4 times x is equal to 3. So that is 4 times 3, which is equal to 12. Is there any doubt in this? Have you understood why I took it as 3x and 4x? Krishna, have you understood that one? You got it. Ishan, do you have any doubt in it?
No, I understand why the method
Yeah.
of getting
Okay.
out the original amount.